What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another adventure with the Bearded Bobber. I'm bearded. She's definitely not the bobber, but that is a 2021 Indian Chieftain Darkhorse. Comes standard with the 116. Other than that, she is stock and just been a beautiful ride. Now, you guys may know I fell off the YouTube game for a couple weeks. Nothing crazy, but enough to not remember my SD card for my Tascam audio recorder. So that's why I'm doing this, because I can't do the normal motovlog style that I wanted to do. But I'm going to get shots of Joshua Tree National Park. That's where we are right now. Hopefully I'll get some use out of those, throw some on here at the end of the video. I want to talk about this 2021 Indian Chieftain though. You guys know I almost went Chieftain over Challenger at the very start of when I was looking for a bagger. I did a whole video on that. Now, it came very close, and I never had the Chieftain out as long as I got to take out the Challenger. I had the Challenger out for a VIP ride, and that was a fantastic experience, but I never got to do that with this bike. Now, this adventure today is brought to you by Indian Redlands rental fleet. I rented this one and said, you know what, I'm taking it out for the weekend. I'm taking it to Joshua Tree. Granted, it rained this morning, so I was also thrown off my game, but that's the name of the game itself. But check this out, guys. Here we have the 2021 Indian Challenger. I would have gotten a 2020, and there's just slight differences of the two. I know you can see right here, we're just talking about the 2021 though, because it comes with the Metzlers. They did change up the heads on the Thunderstroke, where they no longer have the little pieces coming over here like Nikki's Thunderstroke bike. This particular one right here, I just got over 900 miles on it total. I have not put 900 miles on it myself, but she's a beautiful ride. Stock seat, stock bars, stock windshield, like stock. But still a fantastic ride. Yeah, so you know, I've talked about these bikes before, done demo videos, and the big thing was, you know, I almost went Chieftain, and I wanted to talk about like how that was so close. I'm gonna do a video hopefully when I get home, and hopefully a little bit better, of Chieftain versus Challenger from a Challenger owner's perspective. Right now I'm doing like the demo of, I guess, a Challenger's owner's perspective. So big things on this motorcycle are styling. I think that's one of the biggest things that comes with the Chieftain. With the Chieftain, you still have the classic round tank. You have the fork-mounted fairing, which the new headlights that you can put off to the side, I think are a really cool option. Would have been another factor that I would have went with this bike. Like, there's a lot of things with it. The air ride, I guess air shock in the back is very comfortable, super easy to adjust. Same as the hydraulic, a little bit different if you don't have a pump. You would carry one with you on this. The dash is closer. The styling is the same thing. A big thing comes down to styling. The seat's comfortable. It's a little soft. I kind of miss my Saddlemen seat, but the styling of the seat is very nice. Not too old school like the Chieftain Classic. But overall, beautiful bike. I think the way they blacked it out, that 116 is a fantastic motor. Just super great. Like, I don't know what else to say about that motor. It's fantastic. It's great. It's reliable. There's so many things to that Thunderstroke motor, and a big reason I wanted to go Thunderstroke over Power Plus is Power Plus hadn't been tested out in the open with a bunch of people. It had been tested, of course, you know, Indian, all those guys, they're doing that. But the Thunderstroke, you know, I've gotten photos of somebody who had 293,000 miles on the Thunderstroke motor just coming in for routine maintenance. Now, granted, I'm sure that means a lot more maintenance with whatever comes along with 293 miles, 1,000 miles. I don't know if any of us can say we've seen that. But I really dig the classic style of this. The Challenger was like, I liked the style, I loved the motor, like there was so many things back and forth with that bike as well. I had been in love with this bike for a couple of years. It's tough. I think this is a fantastic choice, though. If you guys are looking at a Chieftain, you know, you could always get out to a local Indian rental and get a better look over it, you know, over a couple days. So talking about cons real quick, we do have the electric windshields, which is nice, but this one, I think you'd have to go with a Klockworks. No, didn't even mean to do that. Windshield, the curved windshield, the one that flares out a little bit more. It helps that wind buffeting that does come right here. Versus the Challenger where the fairings a little bit further out. It changes. I have a Klockworks on that one as well, though. Definitely helped a lot with getting that air swooped up. Other than that, you know, on a fairing that's mounted to the forks, you do get a little bit more vibration in your handles here. But other than that, I mean, it can be an adjustment going to a fixed fairing too if you haven't before. I don't really have any other complaints about this bike. That would be my only two complaints that I can actually think of. The bike is very dark, so it's very, very sexy, but at the same time, the lighting's very bright front and back, but that's all it is front and back. So they do have different kits, custom dynamics, stuff like that to light these bikes up. I'm doing one soon on my Indian Challenger, and it's white, I know, but it still really helps. The guy that is in my Indian Motorcycle Riders group has done it to his smoke white Chieftain, and it looks bitchin'. It really helps lighten up the road. It's just some nice white LEDs, nothing crazy, and that's a big factor. So there's a lot of things, and there's a lot more stuff out here for these bikes now too. First thing, you know, a change is these handlebars. I like my hands up a little bit more. I think other than that, it really just comes down to what you prefer, styling and all that fun stuff. Because I mean, powertrain wise, it's ready to go. And then, you know, functionality wise on the Darkhorse, you've got the infotainment center, Apple Play, all that stuff, electric windshield, locking bags. So I'm just gonna get out here and ride this. Awesome to get to take this bike out and really start to enjoy it. Look out for the Chieftain versus Challenger video, and hopefully I'll get one of the classics out too. I want to take one of those out. That'd be a lot of fun, I think. All right, other than that, you guys, just another note. I am, if you guys have not seen my videos before, I'm 5'7". I have a 28-30 inch seam, and the Chieftain is fantastic for a shorter rider. I feel planted in the seat. I feel very well, like I'm gonna hold this bike. It's super well balanced. It doesn't feel top heavy. None of that stuff comes into factor on any of the Indians I've ridden, besides maybe the FTR, but the FTR is a taller bike. And the new FTR is a lot better for a shorter rider as well. And I have a demo video for that out there already. So right now, I'm gonna get back on this beautiful bike, give you guys a couple clips probably through Joshua Tree, probably another video on just Joshua Tree, since I'm gonna have to do clips and music to it anyway. But that's going to be the fun for today. I'm getting all the fun. I hope you guys are out riding as well. If you have any questions, drop them down below. I'll get to them as soon as I can. Stay safe, stay classy. I'll catch you guys later.
Okay, guys, so you saw yesterday, so technically that was yesterday's video, the beginning of this video. And I went to Joshua Tree, didn't have my mic set up, didn't have anything. And I just felt like, you know what, we need more. I want to be in the saddle of this motorcycle. And just the more I ride it, the more I'm in love with it. Like I said, I'm doing a video of the Chieftain versus Challenger, and that'll be separate. But this bike by itself, I absolutely I'm in love with it still, and I always have been. I love this styling. I love the old school. I love all that. I do like the new infotainment center. You know, I would like some different stuff. I would like the infotainment center to maybe change up a little bit, and the gauges, so it's not the same from every bike, stuff like that. You know, I know the layout's different, but we need a little bit more. I think we need a little bit something else. Love this right here. You know, don't care for that fake gas cap, but you know, just change the windshield to a Klockworks and the bars, and you know, we're doing pretty good. I really like this bike. I'm taking it back now, but I'm going the long way around to the dealership, and Oh, man, I love this 116. I've been averaging about 42. Well, it was 43 a minute ago before I got on it, I guess. So, you know, these Thunderstrokes do pretty good on that as well. All right, let's go. But it's just such a well-handling motorcycle. Going through Joshua Tree and all the curves was just such a blast. And not everybody thinks that when it comes to a bagger, but man, these newer baggers you can just throw around with like nobody's business. This thing is just an absolute breeze. You know, it just needs some versatile detailing, and she's good to go. Alright guys, well, I wanted to finish out the video that way, and so you guys stay safe, stay classy, and I'll catch you on the next one.